Hello everyone, this is Leah Whitehorse from Law Astrology, and in this video I'm going to be doing an unboxing, something I've never done before. I thought I would challenge myself to do something different. I will be honest and say that I actually really enjoy watching unboxing videos. I can't remember when I discovered them, but obviously these days now there's lots and lots of them on YouTube, and if they are tarot or oracles or anything witchy, I will definitely kind of watch a few of those. And so I just received this, and as I was coming into the living room to open it up, I suddenly thought, hey, I could actually do an unboxing here. And so here we are. So I had a new moon in my second house last week, so it's the new moon in Virgo. It was directly conjunct my natal palace, and to honour that, where I'm pointing here, I have a beautiful new sculpture of Pallas, or statue of Pallas Athena. I will talk more about why that has occurred and what was the inspiration behind all of that in a different recording. But along with the new moon on Pallas, there was also Mars in my second house as well, and Mars was conjunct Uranus. Now Mars in the second house can speak about impulse buys, and Uranus can speak of surprises. And I realised that I've never in my entire life bought myself a mystery box. So I just found myself not really thinking about my transits. I found myself suddenly looking for a witchy mystery box, which is exactly what this is. So this is from Simple Witch. It's not a company that I know. I just found them on Etsy, and it was £19.99. So I guess that's maybe about $25. I'm not quite sure of the exchange rate right now, but it's a small one. I just wanted a little something to kind of surprise myself with, and just to buy myself a gift. She is the person who runs it. I believe her name's Elizabeth, if I remember rightly. She's great with customer services. There was a little mix up with not having any tracking on my parcel, but she sorted it out really quickly. Was super efficient, super friendly, and here we are. So I've got this little parcel here. Also in the bag was a few little stickers here, so I thought these were quite sweet, especially of course as we've got a planet here. It kind of looks a little bit like a colourful Saturn, and then a Simple Witch, very nice logo sticker. So those were there. So I'm going to try and open this on screen. I might have to take the box off. I did pull it a little bit earlier. I haven't actually been in the box, but I just pulled it a bit so that I can more easily get into it, because I don't have very strong hands. And I'll pull the other one as well. Okay, so what are we doing here? Which way is it? I'll go that way. It's actually more complicated to do it on a video. Oh, there we go. It's opening that way. Oh, of course, we have the worms, as I call them. The packaging. I'm really trying not to set everything on fire, because that would make for a very exciting video and would be very Mars conjunct Uranus. Okay, so I'm going to move. Oh, that's something. So let's see what that is. I'll kind of move things as I go along, move things out of the way. Clearly I didn't plan this. Right, here we go. So we have, it rattles. Okay, so we have a envelope here. What's in this? We've got a card. Oh, tarot jewellery. That's very pretty. Okay, so that was what the rattling sound was. Okay, so it's a piece of jewellery based on the Lovers card in the tarot. That is very sweet. That is very sweet. And it's kind of interesting actually, because I was thinking about the fact that I don't really have very much jewelry for doing any kind of ritual work or spell work. I have one necklace that was made for me and has very deep and spiritual meaning to me, so I very often do wear that when I am doing a ritual, but it's not specific for any particular kind of ritual. So this is really nice, and it's really beautiful, this card. I really like the fact that it's quite glittery, and I like the fact that it's a heart, because one of the reasons that I was doing this was part of a self-love practice to bring out the second house, which is about valuing yourself, loving yourself. I find that's something that's always a challenge for me. In my natal chart, I have Venus conjunct Saturn on the midheaven. So yeah, self-love doesn't come easy to me. So that's kind of interesting. It's a nice synchronicity that this has come through. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. I'm not sure if you can hear the strange noise in the background. That's actually my neighbour's bathroom. The air pipes sometimes, or the air gets in the pipes and sometimes makes a bit of a banging odd noise. So hopefully that won't distract. It is going away. Now, let's get the worms out of the way. And now we've got this little card here, so I'm not quite sure what's in this. Oh, it's really nicely sealed with wax, with a wax pentagram. That's really nice, a nice touch. It is really nicely packaged, I have to say. Let's see what's in here. Okay, this might be perhaps, oh, maybe it's okay, so I'm not going to open that too much because I just had a little kind of hint of what is in the box. So this is a list of what is in the box, but I don't want to read it because I want to actually enjoy going through it, and then we can look at it afterwards. Okay, so herbs, lavender, always welcome in my witchy cupboard. Always welcome. Lavender is the magic plant. I've always called it this. You might have heard me say this in the past or read it somewhere, because when I was very little, excuse me, my grandmother always grew lavender in the garden, and I just believed it was a magic plant and called it the magic plant because of the silvery colour of the stems. I just loved it, and I always loved the smell of it. My nan had, you know, lavender pillows and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, lavenders, I find it a very protective herb. It opens up intuition. It's really good, of course, for sleep and relaxation. So yeah, that is definitely a welcome addition to my stores. And now we have something else. I love the fact that it's wrapped up in this starry wrapping paper. It's like tissue paper. Okay. I know there are some people that will open things very carefully and try and keep these kinds of things, but I'm not one of them because I've got lots of Aries in my chart, and it's just like, get in it. Let's get in it. Oh, okay. Oh, this is nice. So that is, I actually don't know, can you see it on the camera? There we go. Now that made me think turquoise, but I'm not actually sure what it is. It's very beautiful. It feels really nice. It feels really nice. I'm making my palms very warm. It feels very soft. But we will have to wait until the end, because then I can have a look on the sheet to see exactly what crystal this is. But whatever it is, it feels really lovely. Yeah, very calming. It's connecting with my heart, almost like between heart and throat. So I'm not quite sure what it is, but we will find out. It's really lovely, and it's a really nice size as well. Okay, what else do we have here? There's actually quite a lot in here, considering it wasn't a massively expensive box. It's packed full of things. So this looks like a candle. Oh, very pretty. So we've got a really pretty tea light with, I'm sorry about the light that has just now disappeared, with a stone, a crystal, looks like a crystal of some kind. Maybe lapis or blue lace agate. This is where you find out that I don't know all of my crystals. It's really hard to tell when you don't know them as well as some people. But anyway, that is really pretty. I like that. That looks like it's going to be nice for some ritual work or some meditation. And another beautifully packaged mystery. Let's see, what have we got here? The tourist part of me is saying it's shaped like a slice of cake, but it's not a slice of cake, obviously. Oh, Spanish rosemary, pure aroma oil. I do have an oil burner over there in the background. It's a bit blurry. You can see the kind of bluey greeny thing there. That's an oil burner. Lovely. Rosemary I think of as being a very protective plant, so that's going to be really useful. Maybe do some cleansing work with that. Really nice. Okay, still got quite a few things to open here. So the next one, we have, oh, can't see what that is. Okay, witching hour eco soy wax melts. Excellent. Really like the fact that it's vegan as well. So I've got the instructions there. And I'm wondering if it's this that I've been able to smell. I can't actually get into it. I'm going to have to put it closer to me to get into it. Okay, there we go. It smells really refreshing. So this has got like there's definitely some kind of citrus in there. Yeah, it smells really clean, slight spiciness to it as well. Let me see if we can see any listings on here for what kind of scent it is. No. Okay, well, it's really nice, take my word for it. So we will find a use for that. We've got some incense cones here. Those are always welcome. Again, I go through a lot of incense, anything scented. I mean, I'm Taurus, so ruled by Venus, we love things to smell really nice. I'm actually one of those people that I will put on perfume even before I do a video, and I know that is ridiculous, but I don't feel dressed without perfume. So always anything that's scented is always going to appeal to me. So now we have dried orange. Well, that's nice. So again, something else that's scented, really good for this autumn period. So we could add it into maybe, you know, creating your own incense, for example. That might be really nice, actually. So yeah, dried orange. And then we have, ooh, dragon's blood. Oh, I didn't see if there was, oh, this said witch's brew, so I don't know exactly what scent that would be, but dragon's blood, I really enjoy the scent of that, so that's going to be really nice. And then let's see what else we've got here. A small one. Ooh. Oh, I think this might be jewelry. Aha, excellent. Okay, so we have a chip bracelet. I'm just going to have to bring it closer to me to see in the lights what it might be. I'm not entirely sure because it's a black stone, so it could be obsidian maybe. There's one little other stone there, but I wear these kinds of things all the time, so that is really nice and I'm happy with that. You can kind of see I've already got a big bracelet on at the moment, so yeah, I'm definitely a jewelry person. And then the last thing that we've got, oh, this is the thing that I can also smell as well. We've got some beautiful bath salts. Let's see if there's not any details on there, but those are always welcome, of course, before doing like ritual or a spell, anything along those lines. It's always nice to have a bath beforehand to properly cleanse yourself, to get ready before you do any ritual work or any spell work. Or just generally, you know, if you're kind of feeling a bit flunky, bad vibes, or anything along those lines, it's really good to have something that you use solely for that purpose of cleansing, that you sort of say in your mind, right, this is what I'm going to use this for. So that is what I will be using that for. Now, as I've opened everything, I can now open up the list of what's there, and then that will hopefully give us some ideas of what's in there. So the bath salts, rosemary oil, dragon's blood, witch's brew, incense, crystal candle. Oh, it doesn't say what's on the candle. I will try and find out. It does make me think of I was going to say blue lace agate, but I'm actually still not sure. I will have to look it up. I'll look it up and maybe put it in the notes afterwards. Raw amethyst, brilliant for cleansing. Oh, that is why I felt so drawn. So this is raw amethyst. It's actually very, very pale, incredibly pale, which is why I did not recognize it as amethyst. How funny. But I just knew it felt so lovely, and that is because I have a thing about amethyst, but I really didn't realize that's what it was, because it has this kind of turquoise. It might be the light as well, and I've got my wall is painted in a very dark teal, so it could be reflecting off that as well. But yeah, now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, of course it's amethyst, but it is very, very pale. Wow, okay. Well, I love amethyst, so that's why I'm feeling very happy about that. So yeah, I think this is a really nice little box. You know, it's inexpensive, but you get a lot for your money. I think if I'd have bought all these things separately, I think it would have cost me more. So I'm just moving these bits out of the way so I can move this box out of the way. Yeah, I think it would have cost me a lot more to buy all of the things individually, certainly. And the fact that you don't know what's in it, I mean, I think that's a really nice touch. This whole idea of mystery boxes has definitely captured my imagination. Not that I'm going to be buying lots and lots of them, because obviously I don't want to be spending silly amounts of money. But I think there's nothing wrong with buying yourself a gift sometimes, and just enjoying that process of opening, which is what I've really done here. I've kind of really enjoyed the process. Anyway, I hope that you too have enjoyed seeing what was in this mystery box. I will leave the link below directly to the Simple Witch link for Etsy, for their Etsy shop. I'm not sure if they have an Instagram and you know, a site and so on, but I'll put the direct link for their store. They do have other items as well. I'm not affiliated anyway, by the way. I'm just, you know, I'm just kind of doing this unboxing, but yeah, go and have a look. So yeah, I feel like this was a really nice box to begin my mystery box journey with. And I definitely feel that it was worth the money I invested. I feel like there's some really nice additions to my magical stores, and I hope that you found it interesting, helpful, useful, and I wish you many blessings on your path.